Thanks very much.
I said video. Check your video.
I can, yeah.
And then big fold.
So that will be my, so we can check it off.
See Kansas and Ohio State.
Yes. Oh my God. You let, I literally saw you like walk in and I just didn't even. That you're. I was like, oh, like, sweet.
No, her defense was that she didn't have an element to celebration, so there's no.
I don't know.
I do want her. I do want her to play by against
Cooper?
right.
No.
I think that would be good.
How was your boy?
No, she just.
Thursday, maybe. And then you play Sunday, and now you're playing every other day for just January 11th or 14th, and you go back to back in there.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was like, on one of the, I think, or like when you went off, and then their backups and, Jordan. I mean, I guess they would say it's probably better. How do you feel, man? Like, putting a lot less like. Yes, exactly, rather than, she's initiating out, I am, yeah. She was able to do that. But you know, like, doing that.
Also.
I think it's and I looked at like.
There you go.
Whenever they got the. I was running a movie. Which is not usually how they are. I mean, they still forced a lot of turnovers. It's just they couldn't. Yeah. But they couldn't score all of the turnovers. Yeah, that's what I'm.
I think it's
like getting shots out of
Yeah, I missed your call. What's up?
Yeah, it's a 4.
I'm in the dress code. Everything good?
It's kind of tough. Like, there's one
You thought this was gonna
okay, so
that, well, that higher.
makes sense.
This is how higher. Every other conference.
And that might probably didn't.
Like Virginia Tech when you put
Or.
I put the big. Their office was not last year, but I think they're.
Who you sitting at?
Right, that's also an issue.
Who you sitting at?
Well, they seem to be good in transition offense, right?
I'd be better argument.
Well,
That's what
But that's what they
like.
like.
They're not the two, because they don't keep turning.
Yes.
They just some ones that don't.
The argument is-
Not the
You're also- Exactly. School, I use that.
I can see, I don't even think I can call it one
Well,
game.
the season.
There was a stretch in the first.
I'll give you
rebound of those.
I mean, it was kind of smart.
Right.
But like, when Jersey did that first day,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the nine, formula is next. Thank you. Thank you for the appropriate question. I appreciate it. Like, I see you guys, I see you doing hard work.
But also it's like,
Should be interesting.
but like, she had some. They should have watched her.
I thought you were like,
Erica's face.
How you been these days?
All right, Rafik, how are you?
All right. So, yeah, I like to Louis Jones. I'm also in the coach of St. John's.
And then you can't forget that.
That's great. I saw you were on the floor during those, the starting lineups. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If only I could do that for him. Oh my God. That's Ryan's problem. But that's a conversation not just Ryan's running about half, but outside of that, they have to do it now. Yeah. That's what I want to do when I go to Liberty. Play by Saturday.
Yeah, I have all offense right
Probably a alley. No matter, as long as she do it tomorrow.
If he was better in the first
Joined by Tennessee head coach Kim Caldwell and C. Spearman. Coach, begin with the opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
We had a terrible display of basketball today. We did a scout. It didn't look like we did a scout. We didn't rebound. We got beat to every 50 ball. They were leaps and bounds tougher than us today.
Questions for Coach, please?
Yeah, what does the team have to do to get better the next game to iron out the lack of performance you guys had in the second half?
Yeah, I think we need to play better together. Not trying to do it one-on-one. I think we need to share the ball, trust each other, not get too low. I think that they took an 8-point lead. We had a couple bad breaks, and then we crumbled. We melted, and you can't do that. You can't do that when you play the way we play, because we can be down 12 and then we can win the game. And we have yet to see that. And I think once we see it, maybe they'll believe it.
Good, that's not-
Basketball. I guess I'm just curious, what is the balance that you want to strike with Cooper, making sure that she's scoring, since she's very hard to guard? Well, also, you have her running the offense this year.
Yeah, she ran the offense for us a lot last year. I think when she's on, she's on. She's a very good two-way player for us. She can make a lot happen in our press, and she struggled tonight to see the right play or the right read off of the ball screen. We did work on it, so I thought she was prepared coming in. And then, you know, she's a player that has such a high ceiling. You want to have her on the floor, but tonight really wasn't her night.
And for Z, for you know, overall this season, how have you found it harder to convert turnovers into scores, and then also rebound the ball on the defensive line?
I think it's just us playing together, honestly, because we play so fast, so sometimes we will turn the ball over. So it's just about like getting back on defense and matching up quick, and also continue to run our defense and box out and just continue to get the rebounds on defense and offense.
Go next to Doug and then Cora.
Hey, Kim, Doug Farmer, DFP. How big is this tournament just to showcase women's basketball? 4 teams that are here, the second year of it, to sort of kick off what's going to be conference play for most people starting soon?
Yeah, it's a great event. It's a great time to be in New York. A great crowd, amazing facility. Really, they treat you well. It's really good for the game, and that's why I think this one hurts a little bit extra, because we didn't represent the game very well today.
Cora.
Kim, you guys cut it to 4 with about 4 minutes left in the third. It kind of got out of hand after that, and it just didn't feel like there was a whole lot of fight in the fourth. Just what were you seeing from your perspective, and what were you disappointed in maybe from the effort standpoint today?
Yeah, I think I saw exactly what you saw. We had a couple bad breaks, and then we put our heads down and we worried about things we shouldn't be worried about. We didn't take accountability and just say, I'll fix it. And it kind of melted and it kind of spread. And then we could never recover. And then it turns into a 24-point loss. And had there been 10 more minutes, it would have probably been a 50-point loss.
We'll go next to Howard on the left side and then Jack.
Kim, Howard Mendoff and I'm basketball. Two things if I could. First, just from the defensive rebounding perspective specifically, it seemed like that was something you guys have been cleaning up earlier this season. Obviously, it kind of came back to bite you today. What is the biggest difference specifically on the defensive rebounding?
I think for us in the defensive rebound, which we tried to make an adjustment at halftime, it didn't look like it. We weren't matched up. So when you're not matched up, you can't find a body. You can't find a body. You can't box them out. That's part of it. And the other part of it is they just ran right through us and got it.
And then just specifically as you're entering conference play, do you have sort of a way that you're able to frame things, prepare things for your team so that they are ready for the conference play when it gets here?
Yeah, I mean, we have one more game before Christmas. So we have a very quick turnaround. We don't have a lot of time to sit on this one. We got to go make sure we look a lot better on the next one.
Jack and then Cora.
Offensively, the turnovers were a bit of a problem in the second half. How much of that is correctable? How much of that was forcing it in a situation being down significant?
I think the majority of it is fixable. The turnovers in the full court we were prepared for, so those are really disappointed. Again, we knew it was coming, and we still threw it right to the other team, playing a little bit too fast. And then the ones in the half court, again, we repped it, we repped trapped ball screens, we repped hedge ball screens, and we didn't execute.
Z, just as a senior on this team, one of the leaders, just where do you guys go from here? What's kind of standing out to you, especially from just the mental side of things and having that effort and being able to regroup in games?
This situation is like it's meant to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's adversity. Like we have a young team, so it's just about just continue to lead them, continue to talk to them, and just tell them like we have games like this, but we can't come back the same. Like we got to come back strong and continue to work on us and continue to work together because we have a young team. So like mistakes like this is going to happen. Like we're not always going to be together, but we just got to keep talking to them, keep leading, and we'll understand it eventually.
Go to the second row.
Patty Kenny with the New York Post. Kind of question for you. You guys really made your identity on defense last season, and against certain teams you've looked really good, but against like the ranked teams, maybe you guys struggle on it. And I guess I'm curious, what is the change maybe that you guys need to make moving forward?
Yeah, I think against the smaller teams, we're able to just clean up a lot based on size. And when you play these games, and again, it's why we're playing them. So we find these problems earlier. Our guard defense needs to get a lot better. Our help side defense needs to get better. We need to take pride in having high hands, winning the 2-dribble war. And I still think we take a lot of plays off defensively because in the non-ranked games, if you will, we're able to just clean it up at the rim so we don't have to sit down and guard. And getting into SEC play, everyone has to do their job.
Erica Ayala with CBS Sports. Coach, similarly to what Manny asked, I mean, this tournament specifically, or this event, was a little bit of a coming out of how you wanted to play last year. When you think about the opportunities to make your mark for this season, what is it kind of the same playbook? Are there things that are a little more unique for this squad? How are you approaching it?
No, it would have been great to have the same result. It would have been great to get this win going into SEC play, kind of be this what propelled us going forward. It would have been a signature win for us. I really hope that this was not our signature today.
Kim, it looked like, Louisville's defense was really strong today, and when they would deny drives into the paint, just kind of looked like wasn't a lot else after that. I weren't really sure where to go. Just what were you wanting after that, or what are you wanting to see from the team on broken plays, or when you aren't getting that first option?
Oh, we want multiple paint touches, so we still don't really have the discipline to do that. We talk about it. We repeat it over and over and over. We'll get one paint touch. We'll see a sliver of the rim, and we'll throw the ball up at the rim, and then nobody will go get the rebound. We won't share the ball. And when we do share the ball and we do cut hard for each other, and we did have some moments, we didn't hit them, but we did have some moments where people would cut hard for their teammate. When you cut hard, you create that double wide gap. We got good looks going to the rim. We don't pass the ball inside out enough. We don't one more the ball enough. Again, we had some glimpses, but for the majority of it was one pass, try to jack something up, or we would turn it over.
Yeah, one question. For you, like, what do you think the team needs to do next to actually win the very next game?
I think that we just need to continue to stay together. Honestly, this is a bad loss for us, but we can always come back from anything. Like, season isn't over. Like, we just getting started. Like, we just learning each other. We just build that chemistry back with each other. As I said before, this is a young team, so it takes time. So we just got to continue to get in gym, continue to work on the flaws that we had today, and just pick it back up for next game.
We'll close out with Cora.
Kim, your ranked matchups have been spread out throughout the season, and to be now end of December and have this result, just how concerning is that for you? Where's kind of your, I know obviously you don't panic, right? But just like kind of where is your concern with the fact that this is still the result at the end of December?
Yeah, no, this is a terrible result. This is not a good result. I was really hoping that we would take a big step forward. I do think we've gotten better. It didn't show. It's not showing on the floor, but in practice, everything is getting better. So we have time after Christmas to fix it. We kind of have to just patch this one together and work on getting a win right before we leave, because we have a good opponent. It's not just a cupcake game. We have to come. We have to get locked in. We got to take care of business there, and then that's really all I can focus on is our next game, which is going to be pretty quick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I separated them by questions.
Thank you.
Yeah. I know. I would say it's been freezing since the goal happened.
Very first game. Postgame,
I'll stand a little bit, I guess.
we know how cold it is, don't worry, we're gonna fix it. That was 2013.
I thought I was like, is New York in December. So
Yeah, no.
it's either gonna be like this or you're gonna be like crying in the heat and be sweating.
It is
Like,
very specifically this building within it. So, I would follow up with him, but he has to, person, on the second, so.
No, this is all right. Yeah.
so you see it? Okay.
So,
I mean, I guess my question is, thanks for and what I do.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, so we can. Did he see it last year? Just
I have a refrigerator.
Yes. Want me to just lock this one too?
She is, but like if you can
So.
just write her right bounds of like.
Sure, and then when you come up, so I'll just go.
She gets it once it is, but like, she's not on the Like if you ask a bad question, like she's got sometimes she's like, yeah, like she's good, this is not sure, this is, no, so you can just do that. Like sometimes you gotta say it's a question, so. But,
Right.
She's not gonna change it right away watching.
And
But she-
water, it goes right here, so.
She's probably, she's probably got
The things that are open against the dogs, they will drive them very.
Also in my shirt, so she is good going. Right, this year that you're not just.
I'm gonna go up there.
Sounds good.
And she's great.
Yeah. So that.
I also have those ones issues.
Yeah. But I think, no, I mean, it's a USB-C. So that's where it's helpful. Which players haven't heard? Don't know.
There's two.
Fair enough.
Where'd you get that?
You broke my I don't know why. I have my tripod and my earphones. Because when I'm up on the thing, I'm typing on my phone, and this, I need something to hold my phone.
I need to get like a stand.
And then for me, I think if I have this in my hand, I can use my hand so much. So I'm gonna remember for like, to keep my hands. Because you know me.
How we doing, everybody? We're going to get started with Amari Berry and analysts down below, and Coach Walz will be joining us momentarily. So questions for the student athletes, feel free to go right ahead once they get up on stage.
Should I go in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang, we all had triple doubles. I mean, double doubles. It's on you.
All right, go ahead, Carl.
Hi, Howard McDonald, and I'm basketball. Question for both of you. The ability to dominate on the boards today really led to obviously so many extra possessions and the chance for you guys to more than make up for any turnover difference. How much was that a point of emphasis coming into the game?
It was good. I feel like in practice he said 5 to the glass every single time, and if we get the rebound, push it or just go back up and shoot it. So I feel like we executed really well.
Yeah, I think we did good defense on the ball. Like we made them make tough shots so that we can clear it up. They did good defense, and I got my job. They did their job, so I got the rebound, and then we just went from there.
And then just the flip side of it, being able to limit turnovers in the fourth quarter really kind of helped you guys to pull away. What adjustment were you able to make? Because basically no one's able to do that against Tennessee, but you guys were able to. So what was that?
Halftime, that was his main point. That's what he talked about. So I feel like in the third quarter, we came out, didn't turn the ball over, we pushed the ball, we scored. So we just went on our run.
Yeah, we emphasized about that because that was the main thing, and I think we did a great job. After like we were coachable at the half court because he was this is the first thing, and I think we did a great job answering his points.
Thank you.
Loving Change, 4.0 Sports Media. Athletically, you guys was long, you disrupted a lot of passes. Second half, you guys pushed the tempo. Was that something you guys, initially, or that was changed in the second half?
I feel like that was the game plan all along. We struggled in the first half, but halftime he came in, he talked to us, and we executed and came out in the third quarter, and we did just that.
I think we executed the plan. Yeah.
Steve Mason from WTK Sports. Obviously, Tennessee plays a pretty high tempo of basketball. How did you guys prepare going into this game?
We prepared all week for it. We prepared for the press, the offense, the defense. We prepared for everything.
I mean, yeah, basically, yeah, we know they're long. They were trying to get a lot of steals. But at the end of the day, it's our basketball. Obviously, we knew they were going to do that. I think we were like trusting each other and stick to the plan.
For both of you, Laura Ziegler's presence obviously has an impact everywhere on the court, but like specifically for each of you, what is something she does that makes your game better?
She talked to us on the floor. When she's not scoring, she makes sure she talks to us. When she is scoring, she talks to us. So she just talked to us throughout the whole game. At halftime, timeout, she's the one talking, leading us.
I mean, she's positive all the time, no matter what. She doesn't do just like one job. She basically does every job on the court, what she can do. When things going down, I know she's gonna be the first person to communicate all of us. I think she is a great leader on the court and off the court also. Thank you.
Doug Farmer, DAP. How big is the role you guys have been on penny into the break here for the 12 days to their next game, but beating Carolina last week in overtime and now winning against Tennessee here.
I feel like my role is just play defense, play hard, get rebounds, get little steals, get on the floor. So, I just play my role, and all my other teammates do the same thing.
Yeah, that same. Do my part, box out, be physical, be loud on the court. Again, be a leader on the court and also off the court.
How about as a team having the success and getting the big win last week and the big win today, heading into the break?
I feel like we did good. Practice was good. We knocked down shots. Everyone just did their role.
We had a good energy throughout the week, definitely.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Mari, thank you so much.
Thank you.
you.
You know what? Let me put it left.
Cut into your time.
Oh my God.
Feel free to start with a question.
Hi, Coach. I'm Sierra with Sports Properties. You won the rebounding battle today. Can you just talk about the effort you've seen from your team on the glass?
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. It's something that we've gotten better and better throughout the year. We're really making an effort to commit to rebounding. And when you do that, it's going to give you a chance in a lot of basketball games. I thought tonight, we even things out with the points off turnovers for the most part. And with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, they had 24 points off of our turnovers. In the last quarter and a half, they got 2. The difference was I thought we actually absolutely were phenomenal on the offensive glass and did a great job of converting, because it doesn't matter if you get them and you don't make it. We did a really good job of getting them and scoring.
Coach Howard Magdal, and I'm basketball, good to see you. Two, if I could, the first, just I'm curious how much you feel like the college game is really morphing into the way the pro game is played in such a positionless way. Laura's a great example of that. Somebody was giving you 6 assists out of effectively the power forward position.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how much you feel like that what you're doing is part of a larger trend here in college basketball.
Well, we're kind of we have to do it. We don't have, I just talked to our team in the locker room. Laura has really been an asset to us because we don't have 3 or 4 point guards. Raina Scott is our true point guard, and then Taj will run it at sometimes, and Mari will run it. But now being able to put Laura there has really helped take some pressure off the rest of them. So for us, it's just in need that she does it, but she's very good at it. She sees the floor, she can pass it, she scores the ball well. I thought she rebounded. It's like I told her, I took her out there in the third quarter to give her a breather, and then she never went back in just for the fact we were on a roll. And I don't sub to just sub. And she's our kids are great because they understand that. When things are going well, I'm not trying to break things up. So it was just a great basketball game. I thought, we gave it back to them a few times. We got up 9, got up 7, and then we had some silly turnovers, unforced ones. We get a rebound, take a dribble, they come take it from us and shoot a layup. Overall, I think we have 6 kids in double figures. And then our 4th one had 9. I mean, our 7th one had 9. So that's how we have to play. I don't think we have someone that can drop 30, but we've got 6 or 7 that can get between 18 and 10. So it does make us difficult to guard as long as we execute.
And just the other on Laura specifically, obviously these are the things she was doing at St. Joe before she came to you. But coming to Louisville, a place where you've graduated so many players going on to the next level, what are the things she can enhance in her game this year? And have you already seen them that are going to help her get to that WNBA level?
Well, I think she's showing everybody what she did at St. Joe's, she's able to do in the Power 4. That's sometimes the question. But you're not playing in the Power 4 league. There are great players in all leagues. There's just a stigma of like, oh, this is Power 4. No, they're great players. And Laura's just doing what she did at St. Joe's here. It's remarkable. And I've told every WNBA person that I've talked to that asked me, I'm drafting her somewhere. I mean, it might not be a first round pick, wherever, but I am drafting the kid, and she's going to make a roster. Just, she's the player you're going to watch for the first day and be like, how good is she really? Athletically, can she hang? Can she do this? And then you're just going to watch, okay, she can pass it, she can shoot it, she can score. She's a great kid. She's a locker room kid. And then she'll make the team at player 12, possibly. And then by the first game, she'll be at like number 8 or 9. And that's who she is. She is the kid I think you have to have on your team because she can play. She just understands basketball. She makes everybody else around her better. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, WomensChampsClassic Sports Media. Coach, a lot of coaches talk about spacing on the floor with the bigs. Can you talk about the spacing in the second half and the offensive flow in the second half? Because that really spread the lead in the second half. Well,
I thought we did a great job of attacking the basket first. I mean, that was our whole game plan. If they press, shoot layups. If they block your shot, they block your shot. I thought we did a really nice job of not getting tentative and passive. Now, we took 1-3 in transition there that, if you don't have a layup with 2 minutes left, pull it out and let's execute. And then we did a great job of executing. Really did a nice job of rolling hard. And then we had a fill behind. We made some passes back and in and just did some really, really good things. Not high-end basketball, but simple. But if you play it right and you perform at the effort, our effort was elite. I thought our effort was what separated us. Rebounding, diving on the floor after loose balls in the first half. There's a loose ball. We dive on the floor. We end up getting it. We kick it to Laura. She hits a 3. Plays like that are what gets everybody excited.
Jeff, can you talk about the role you guys have been on going into the break here? You won 6 straight, the play against Carolina on the road last weekend, this one. How big is it for you guys momentum-wise heading into the break? And also how big it is for the ACC to this win since the conference struggled against the SEC in that challenge?
Yeah, it's a great win. We are playing some pretty good basketball. I wish we weren't going on break right now. Just how we're passing the basketball, how we're sharing the ball. Everybody's involved. The attitudes. There are kids that didn't get an opportunity to play today that would have loved to have played. They all want to play. I want them all to play. I was that kid when I played D2 ball that sat at the end of the bench. I wanted to get in. So I understand how that feels. But at the same time, every game presents something different. And what I was excited about was seeing the joy from every player, no matter if it was Laura, no matter if it was Amari, down to every single one on the bench. They were excited about the win. And that's what we have to continue to keep. That's a culture you have to develop and grow. And then when your opportunity presents itself, then you've got to take advantage of it. But it's easy to get the first 8 or 9 to be happy. They're all playing. It's 14, 13, 12. They're the ones that impact your team more than player 1 does. And that's what I'm so excited about because I really think we have great players and great kids.
Coach, a lot of coaches view games against unique style teams like Tennessee as kind of their own entity that you kind of have to prepare for differently and look at differently. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff that you guys did today that you're going to want to build off and continue to build off. How can you kind of take how you exploit kind of their unique style and play your game through that and implement that into the ACC schedule?
Well, we've done it here for 19 years. When we play someone who wants to press, our goal is not to get it across half court. Our goal is to score. It's been like that the entire time. They just press more. So when they were trying to run and jump, we did a great job of getting in the middle of the floor, made the pass, looked opposite, and then attacked. And a lot of teams are excited to get across, and then they want to set up offense. I don't want to set up offense. I want to score. And I thought that the way we started the game by attacking set the tempo and the tone for the entire game. So we'll face a few teams that are going to press in our league, not like that. And then defensively is where we're getting better. We're doing a much better job of not giving up straight line drives, giving people the opportunity to just shoot a layup. We're making them score over us, and then we're finishing it with a rebound. So there's parts of this game that we can take, and carry over into the ACC. Offensive execution is one for sure, because I thought we did a great job in the fourth quarter. Baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds, of converting some big plays. And then the kids allowed me to coach, is what's the fun part of it. We go zone one possession and trap the pass to the wing and get a turnover. We trap full court one time off the inbounds. We steal it, score, and one. You only get one or two times to try to surprise somebody. And our kids executed perfectly on all of them. And that's what you have to be able to do. And that's what I was really impressed with today.
Jeff, how big is this tournament to be able to have 4 really good teams in the national media market on national television to sort of showcase the game and see its growth?
I think it's fantastic. We've been honored to be a part of it for 2 years. And they do a first-class job. It's run, as good as any tournament that I've been a part of. The players are treated great. And that's really, at the end of the day, you want your players to have experiences. And they've done such a good job of making sure that the kids felt special. And we're playing here in the Barclays Center. It's a beautiful venue to play in. I thought the crowd was nice today for an 11 a.m. tip, which was good. As I've said, I think women can afford to do an 11 a.m. tip. Men might be a little difficult for the time their fans want to go tailgate before. We have families, so they might not have to have 6 Bloody Marys before the game. They're bringing the families in. So for us, I thought the crowd was great. Excitement, the end game that they do, all of it. We might get invited back since we figured out a way to win. I know after last year, they were like, crap, we already signed a contract for them to come back for year 2, So hopefully this might entice them to ask us to come back again.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Deb. Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.